Good morning. This is Larry Woods, and I will be singing some songs for you that I either wrote gospelized or songs that were written by others that I like. I don't know how many years the enemy has been chipping away at our freedoms. I know in my life since 1960, when they took God out of the schools and had Roe versus Wade, it's been getting progressively worse every year since then. It's almost funny how the enemy has the world becoming morally correct, politically correct, and in other areas just being so wicked and corrupt. I've watched parents who act like they're living in fear of getting crosswise with their kids. I think they're afraid of the consequences. I think men are scared to death to talk to a woman they think they would like to go out with because they will get in trouble for sexual harassment or rape if the girl decides to say so. The thing is, it just goes to 2 Timothy 3:5, where it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. And it seems like that is what's going on. I just wanted to touch on a few things like that because a while back, I think it was the Crab family that wrote the song, You Can't Do That Anymore. And my wife, Charlene, liked that song, and she asked me if I would just do it for her. And since that song really hits home, I was more than happy to do it for her. Remember when we rode our bikes all day through the neighborhood, knowing that if we were home by dark, everything was good. And sometimes Mom would even send us down to the grocery store. You can't do that anymore. Remember when we used to fall fast asleep on a cool summer night? Every single window in the house was open wide. Come to think about it, there were no deadbolts on the door. You can't do that anymore. Started believing this world is a scary place. Traded some freedom for a little more play it safe. For every line that's crossed, something's lost we may never find again. One more remember when the first time I rode a plane, I was 17. I even had an old buck knife in the pocket of my jeans. Granddad was waiting for me at the gate when I got aboard. Oh, you can't do that anymore. Started believing this world is a scary place. Traded some freedom for a little more play it safe. For every line that's crossed, something's lost we may never find again. One more remember when. One more remember when. Every morning down in school, we stood up in the class. We put our hands on our hearts and pledge allegiance to the flag. Then we'd all bow our heads and give thanks to the Lord. You can't do that anymore. No, you can't do that anymore.
Why can't you do that anymore?
Well, so far, my wife Shirlene has been the inspiration for this program, and she actually did ask me to do one more song that she likes. A couple weeks ago, I told a little bit about the story of Shirlene and when she had to go into trauma surgery and had a near-death experience. And actually, I got into a little trouble because I did that, but she forgave me as usual. One thing everyone knows about my wife that knows her knows that she's a prayer warrior. And if they need prayer for anything, she's the one they call. They don't call me, they call her. And if I ever need anything, I call on her too. But she won't quit. She don't give up. And that's kind of what this song is about. It's in the heat of the battle. And I believe the Crabb family also wrote that one. So I guess I better play it. I remember a time I thought I was standing, and I took for granted our foe. I let down my guard, became lax in duty, then I suffered a sharp, painful blow. I recall as I lay on that cold battlefield, wondering if I would survive. Then I saw in the distance an old blood-soaked banner that brought to my courage new life. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. I still bear the scars where I have been wounded. It looks like they'll be there for life, but soon this conflict will end for God's mighty army. It'll be worth the toil and the strife. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. As Jesus once walked up the hill of Golgotha, knowing what waited ahead, the army of angels listened for orders to wipe out the whole world instead. But he looked through the battle and saw a great victory, denying himself for the cause. Though he still bears the scars from the heat of the battle, he overthrew evil for all. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. I still bear the scars where I have been wounded. It looks like they'll be there for life, but soon this conflict will end for God's mighty army. It will be worth the toil and the strife. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. bivouac, they'll be there for life. As soon as conflict will end, for God's mighty army, it will be worth the toil and the strife. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. I might have gone down in the heat of the battle, but don't count me out of the fight. Don't count me out of the fight. In my dream, I see a mansion so fair, and there's a scent of that sweet Georgia pine filling the air. There's a garden where daily I walk with you, hand in hand we stroll at the dawn through the morning dew. With your sweet voice, you whisper to me of the love you have for me. And then I tell you that I'm so thankful for this life eternally. Take my hand,
My hand, my hand.
Jesus, take my hand. Walk with me up that road that leads home to you. With your sweet voice, you whisper to me of the love you have for me. Then I tell you that I'm so thankful for this life eternally. Take my hand,
My hand, my hand.
Jesus, take my hand. Walk with me up that road that leads home to you. Up that road that makes my dream come true. The most important thing that you can do in your life is to ask Jesus into your heart and be born again. You will then be a citizen of heaven forevermore. Praise the Lord. Remember this, keep looking up, keep praising God, because Jesus is coming soon.